Hi, scientists. I have a quick question for you. Can something disappear right before your eyes and then reappear again without being moved? Today, we're going to explore a fun science mystery called the disappearing and reappearing penny. Before we begin, I want you to pause the video for a moment and make a prediction. What do you think will happen when I pour water into this bowl with a penny inside? Will the penny stay visible the whole time, disappear completely, or maybe even do something unexpected? Go ahead and pause the video and then make your prediction. When you're ready, press play to find out what happens. Here's what I have for today's video: a shallow bowl, a penny, and some water. I placed the penny right in the center of the empty bowl. Watch closely. I'm going to lower my head until the penny is just barely slips out of sight. Now, without moving my head, I have someone pour water into the bowl. Look at that! The penny that was hidden before is now starting to reappear suddenly, even though it was never moved. Isn't that surprising? This is what we call a discrepant event, something that happens differently than we expect. Take a moment to think. Why do you think this happened? Pause the video and talk with a partner or jot down your ideas. How could adding water make the penny visible again, even though it was hidden before? This is where our brains start to feel a little puzzled. And that is a good thing. The feeling is called cognitive disequilibration, and it means that our brains are ready to learn something new. The reason the penny disappears and then reappears has to do with how light bends or refracts when it moves through different materials. When light travels from air into water, it changes direction slightly. This bending causes light from the penny to reach your eyes, even though the penny was out of sight before the water was added. So the penny never moved. The light just changed paths. This simple demonstration shows how light behaves differently depending on what it passes through. What we just did is a great example of a discrepant event. It makes you question what you thought you knew about light and sight, and that curiosity helps you construct new knowledge. As constructivist learners, you build understanding by observing, predicting, and explaining what you see. When something doesn't make sense, your brain works harder to make new connections. That's the heart of learning something new. I will use this experiment to introduce the 4th grade Georgia Science Standard S4P1, which asks students to explore how light behaves, including reflection, refraction, and absorption. After observing this demonstration, students would investigate other ways light bends, such as placing a straw into a glass of water or using a prism to separate light into colors. So today we learned that water can actually bend light, causing a penny to disappear and reappear before our eyes. We also learned that science is about asking questions, testing ideas, and being open to surprises, even when what we see doesn't match what we expect. That's what makes science exciting and what makes you a true constructivist learner. Thanks for exploring with me today, scientists. And remember, keep wondering about the world around you.